Spend a lot of time on your phone? Love playing games? Well, what if I told you that you could earn free Bitcoin for doing both? Yes, you heard right. You can earn free BTC just by playing mobile games. And with Bitcoin flying to new all-time highs, there's no better time to be stacking sats.
What better time than right now?
That's why today we'll be telling you about some of our favorite free-to-play games that pay out real Bitcoin. My name is Guy, and while you can ignore the messages on your family WhatsApp group, trust me, you do not want to ignore this video. Now, before we begin, you need to know that I am not a financial advisor and nothing in this video should be considered financial or investment advice. This is purely educational content intended to inform you about some of our favorite play-to-earn mobile games. And on that note, we should also set some expectations. While it's true that every app we mention today will pay you in Bitcoin, you're unlikely to get rich anytime soon from using these methods. That's because each app pays you in Satoshis, more commonly known as sats. For those unaware, sats are like cents to the dollar, except that there are 100 million Satoshis in one Bitcoin, not just 100. This means that each sat is worth a fraction of a cent. Well, at today's value anyway. You never know though, those sats could be worth a lot more in the future. In any case, all the games in today's video are available on both Android and iOS, and you can find links to each one in the description below. And one last thing, expect plenty of ads. Yes, they can be annoying, but they're also how the developers earn the revenue they need to pay you in crypto. Usually, you can pay to remove ads, but you'll need to earn a good amount of sats to recover the cost. It's your call. Are the ads too annoying, or is sitting through a minute-long ad worth it to stack sats profitably? And once you've got yourself that free BTC, you can trade it by sending it over to an exchange. And if you really want to maximize your sat stacking skills, then you have to check out the Coin Bureau deals page. That's where you'll find sign-up bonuses of up to $100,000, trading fee discounts of up to 50%, and deposit cashbacks of up to 75% on crypto exchanges. These deals won't be around forever, so click the link down below or scan this QR code while you still can. All right, enough preamble. If you're ready to see our favorite games for bagging free Bitcoin, then smash those like and subscribe buttons, decimate that notification bell, and let's get into it. Okay, the first game we have for you is called Bitcoin Miner. It's available on both Android and iOS devices, but note that it has a slightly different name on each. On Android, it's called Bitcoin Miner Earn Real Crypto, and on iOS, it's called Bitcoin Miner Idle Tycoon. Don't worry though, both are the same game created by the same developers, Fum Games. The game claims to have over 5 million players, although that's hard to verify since Apple's App Store doesn't show how many downloads an app has. It's also somewhat unlikely considering the Android version has just 1 million plus downloads. In fairness though, that's still pretty damn impressive. In any case, Bitcoin Miner is an idle game that was released back in 2017. Originally, it didn't have any payout mechanisms. These features came much later in 2022. Fum Games co-founder Paul West said that before adding real Bitcoin rewards, the app only had roughly 500 downloads across a 3-year period. Anyway, if you hadn't already guessed, the goal in Bitcoin Miner is to become, a Bitcoin miner. But not like real-world mining with ASICs. Instead, you're digging underground, unlocking new layers to extract different cryptos, even ones that can't actually be mined, like Solana's Sol. The cryptos mine themselves and travel up to a piggy bank at the top, letting you save up for the next upgrade. Sadly, none of these cryptos are real or claimable, otherwise we'd all be playing non-stop until our batteries exploded. However, every so often, you'll see one of the cryptos has this little sats icon above it. All you need to do is tap that sat and it gets added to your total. Now, these sats are the real deal. They are real crypto. And the best part is there's no minimum withdrawal amount. However, the game does limit daily withdrawals if BTC's price is soaring. As we recorded this with BTC hitting new highs, the max you could withdraw was 250 sats per day. To claim your free BTC, you need a ZBD account. More on ZBD later though. For now, just set up a free account and a unique wallet address is created for you. Use this to link Bitcoin Miner to ZBD and receive your sats instantly via the Lightning Network. Easy. Now, the second game today comes from the same developers as the first, Fum Games. This game was released in September 2024 and goes by the name Idle Mine on iOS and Idle Mine Earn Real Bitcoin on Android. Now, you'd be forgiven for thinking it's similar to the last one, but it's actually quite different. Instead of a pixelated, layer-based idle game like Bitcoin Miner, Idle Mine looks a bit more polished. Your job here is to manage a mining business, selling gems and resources to paying customers. These customers will give you in-game cash that you use to upgrade your mine and hire new miners, working your way up until you eventually unlock the next level to do it all over again. To be clear, this mining game isn't about crypto mining, but you can still earn free Bitcoin for completing simple tasks. These typically involve basic actions like clicking on upgrades or unlocking new mineable resources. Look out for tasks marked with a small Bitcoin logo. They're your ticket to real crypto rewards. Anyway, just like the Bitcoin Miner game, withdrawals from Idle Miner are made to your ZBD wallet, which means the same rules apply. There's no minimum, but there may be a cap on how many sats you can withdraw in a day if BTC's price is climbing. Okay, let's switch things up a bit. The third game you can play to earn free Bitcoin is a bubble popping game called Bitcoin Pop. It was launched in 2020 by a mobile app developer called Bling Financial Inc. Note that the game is simply called Bitcoin Pop on iOS and is called Bitcoin Pop Get Bitcoin on Android. The idea of Bitcoin Pop is simple. You play as this cheerful little unicorn, firing coloured bubbles to match clusters above. The goal is to collect all the sodas marked with a B to complete each level. Once that's done, your unicorn will dab like a 12-year-old that's just discovered Drake, and you're on to the next one. Here's the important part though. With Bitcoin Pop, you don't earn crypto directly. Instead, you earn Bling points, which you can redeem for sats on Bling's website. So, make sure you log in using Google, Apple, or email. Otherwise, you won't earn points or be able to cash them in. You need a minimum of 10,000 Bling points to be able to cash out. It isn't too difficult to hit the 10K mark, and once you do, you'll receive an email to the address registered with your account. Pro tip though, 10,000 points is roughly worth 1 cent at the time of shooting, so it may be best to save those points up first. The email will have a link to the site where you convert points to crypto. When we tried it, the email landed in our spam folder, so be sure to check there if you don't see it right away. Follow the link and you'll see a few cash out options. We had Coinbase, Lightning Network, and PayPal, but yours may vary based on your location. For this demonstration, we're selecting Coinbase. You'll then be asked to choose a currency, BTC or ETH. Obviously, the choice is yours here, but we're going to go ahead and select BTC. Then enter the email linked to your Coinbase account. Blink will send you a verification code from there. Just enter it to claim your free Bitcoin. Now, if casual games like that are your thing, then you'll love our fourth pick, which is also from Bling Financial. It's probably the most addictive game here, and that's because it's basically a Candy Crush clone. This version was released in 2021 and is called Sweet Bitcoin on iOS and Sweet Bitcoin Earn BTC on Android. In case you've somehow never heard of Candy Crush, here's the basic idea. You essentially have a puzzle made up of different sweets that you need to slide over to match with others that are matching. Pretty simple, really. And just like with Bitcoin Pop, you'll need to sign into Bling using an email address or your Google or Apple account. Note that when you do this, your Bling points will appear in this game too, so you can easily keep track of your progress. With each level, you'll be given a target that you need to hit to succeed and move on to the next one. For example, you may have to break so many of a certain block type. You have a limited number of moves to make this happen, which isn't a problem early on, but the difficulty quickly ramps up. Just like Bitcoin Pop, you'll earn Bling points as you progress. And once you earn the minimum 10,000 points, you can cash these out in the same way. To refresh your memory, you'll receive an email with a link that you can follow to convert your points to crypto. Choose between Coinbase, Lightning Network, or PayPal, and then enter the email address tied to that account. Then simply enter the verification code that you receive to claim your free crypto. Okay, Let's suppose that casual puzzle games aren't your thing and you prefer something that gets the old noggin jogging. Well, thanks to a partnership with Playday Limited, there's actually a handful of other games released by Bling that require a little more concentration. These include Bitcoin Solitaire, Bitcoin Sudoku, and WordBreeze, all of which you can log into using your Bling account. Now, Bitcoin Solitaire is just that, a Bitcoin-themed solitaire game released in November 2023. If you're new to Solitaire and don't know what you're doing, no worries, the game almost plays itself if you click every card, so you can't really go wrong. But if you want to play properly, here's what you need to know. When you start a game, you'll see a bunch of cards laid out in columns. The objective is simple: arrange these cards in descending order, alternating between black and red cards. The goal is to uncover every card and then sort all cards into piles of their respective suits in ascending order. So, Ace of Hearts, Two of Hearts, Three of Hearts, and so on, until you get to the king. It sounds simple, but it's easy to get stuck and lose when you run out of moves. Bitcoin Sudoku is, of course, a Sudoku game. For those unfamiliar, Sudoku is a numbers-based puzzle game, and the goal is to fill a 9x9 grid with numbers 1 to 9, ensuring no repeats in any row, column, or 3x3 block. Simple in concept, but tricky in practice. Thankfully, the game gives a really handy tutorial that should make this all crystal clear. WordBreeze is a pretty simple and relaxing word-based game. Basically, you make words out of the letters presented by sliding from one letter to the next, which fills in the crossword-style puzzle above. What's nice about this, other than the blissful background images, is that the loading screens between games feature an interesting fact about Bitcoin. Anyhow, with all three games we've just mentioned, you earn Bling points as you progress, just like the Bitcoin Pop and Sweet Bitcoin games from earlier. And converting points to crypto is done in the exact same way. Feel free to skip back to previous sections if you need a refresher. Okay, now we're bending the rules a bit with this next pick. It's not exactly a game, but after sitting for a while popping bubbles, swapping candies, or sorting cards, you'll probably want to stretch your legs. So, why not earn some sats while you're at it? Well, that's where an app called S-Miles comes in. S-Miles was developed by StandApp Inc. and launched in September 2022. It primarily rewards users for their step count, but since launch has expanded to offer more ways to stack sats. Now you can earn by walking, shopping, completing surveys, and playing mini-games. The mini-games include a spin-the-wheel game called Satoshi's Wheel and Fork Nakamoto, where you literally just tap a castle once. It's common to earn 0 sats on your first try, but in our experience, watching an ad usually gets you sats on your second go. And remember what we said earlier about ad revenue. There are also plenty of in-game offers that let you earn whole heaps of sats for completing simple tasks in other apps or games. These range from just installing and launching something new to signing up and depositing fiat on a crypto exchange app, or even placing bets in online casinos. What's crazy is that some of these are super easy to do and pay out a good amount of sats. Here's an example for anyone who doesn't have TikTok. Simply install the app, watch one video, and receive 1,200 sats for your efforts. Not bad at all, right? Now, sats are stored natively on the app's built-in wallet, so no setup required. And you can find these by using the ID-looking tab on the bottom right. Simply hit the Sats button and then you can enter your Lightning Wallet address. Note that you may need to create an invoice in that wallet, which involves entering the number of sats you'll receive, copying the Lightning Wallet address provided, and pasting it into the S-Miles app. Alternatively, you can just scan the QR code for the receiving wallet if you have that handy. Okay, there's just one more play-to-earn app that we need to mention in today's video, and it's probably our favorite of the whole bunch. It's called ZBD, and from our experience, it's one of the best ways to stack sats quickly. ZBD was first launched by Zebedee in 2019 as a Lightning wallet for gamers. However, it relaunched in 2022 as a full gaming and rewards platform. It's not really a game itself, but a place to try new games and earn rewards for hitting milestones, like finishing levels or collecting points. The entire app is designed to offer you ways to earn free Bitcoin, but the main spot to check out is the Playtime section under the Game tab. There you'll find a list of recommended games you can download and play to earn those sweet rewards. What's great is that ZBD suggests all kinds of games, not just crypto ones. The list rotates often and only shows you games you haven't installed yet. Just follow the link to download the game, then earn sats as you hit those milestones. As an example, if we download this game based on The Office, the popular TV series, we can earn up to 13,731 sats for completing 50 levels. And we only have to reach level 5 to get our first payout of 460 sats and get thousands of sats at a time for completing incremental levels thereafter. While the amount of sats you can earn varies from game to game, generally speaking, you can earn a decent amount in a fairly short period of time. What's more is that the app has lots of other sections for you to check out, where even more games and apps become available, each one paying out free Satoshis. Cashing out is easy too. Simply hit the wallet button on the bottom right and you should see a few options. You can cash out directly through Cash App, Coinbase or Kraken, or you can move your sats to a wallet through the Lightning Network. You can even trade in your sats to buy gift cards via BitRefill, if that's something you'd prefer. What's awesome is that whichever option you choose, ZBD gives simple, clear instructions on how to withdraw. So for instance, if you select Kraken as your withdrawal method, you should see this page telling you to tap Deposit in the Kraken app and then select the Lightning Network. Then choose the amount, copy the invoice, and then head back to ZBD and hit Paste and Continue. And that wraps up our favorite play-to-earn games. But we want to hear from you folks. Did we miss any of your favorites? Is there a game eating up every second of your spare time that we should know about? Let us know in the comments below. If you want to learn how to find the next 100x meme coin, then check out the video right over here. And if you want to level up your trading game, then check out the video right over here. Thank you all so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. This is Guy, over and out.